Hi, I'm Stephanie Obregoso, and this is part 3 of the neck relief series. Today we're going to do 2 different exercises. The first one is going to be rolling out the neck. So the worst thing that we can do when we have pain and tension and mobility issues is freeze ourselves in one position and not get any movement in that and around that joint. And unfortunately, when we're in pain, that's kind of what comes intuitively to us, is to move less. So we definitely want to make sure that we're getting movement into the neck. And we're going to come down into a position called Sphinx. Why? Because most of us are going to be sitting or even standing, and we may be a little bit stuck in spinal flexion, which isn't a bad thing unless you're spending most of your time there. So we're going to come down onto our stomachs, onto a mat. And coming into Sphinx, you're going to prop yourself up on your forearms. So this way we're coming into a spinal extension. You're in a slight back bend here. And when we're in this position, we want to make sure that the shoulders are pulled down away from the ears. We want to create some space between the earlobe and the shoulder. So from this position, we're just going to be working with the neck, coming into cervical flexion, just like you did in video 1 with your cars. And now you're going to extend your chin out and forward, and you're going to come up into cervical extension, and then you're going to glide your chin back, lengthening the back of the neck, and come back down. So it's kind of like this snaking motion with your head. Be careful not to get your shoulders involved. You don't want to dive down and get into your scapula here. We want to keep the upper back spread and shoulders pulled down away from the ears, chin to the chest, out, up, breathe in, exhale as you come into retraction and flexion. Just nice and easy. And you're going to do this about 8 to 10 times. And then we're going to come into a strengthening exercise. So you're going to come all the way down onto your mat. You're going to have your hands down by your sides with the palms down on the floor. From here, coming into a back extension, you're going to lift your chest off the floor. The arms are going to come up, and you're going to open your shoulders into what's called external rotation. So we don't want those thumbs to go down and back, closing this shoulder. We want to roll the thumbs up towards the ceiling, opening the front of the shoulder. So think about making the letter A with your arms. And here you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, reaching through your fingertips. Tuck your chin and glide the back of your head up towards the ceiling, so you line up the ear with the shoulder. The head is going to want to fall forward because gravity is going to want to take it there. We want to use those muscles deep inside the neck to really hold that head into a better postural position. And you're going to hold here. This is an isometric hold. So see if you can hold for 30 seconds. Maybe you can hold for a minute. These exercises, coupled with the neck cars that you learned in part 1 of this series, as well as the levator, scapula, and SCM stretches in part 2. I would do this 2 to 3 times throughout your workday. Set an alarm. Start with once a day and just see how that feels. And if your body takes to it well, then you can do it more frequently. This is not an exhaustive list of things that you can do to help relieve neck tension and pain, but hopefully this was a good start for you. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.